Hello everybody and welcome to the next episode of Paladin's Quest. In the last episode, we accidentally started the apocalypse. In this episode, we're going to be trying to fix it. By trying to find out where that princess, or not princess, but daughter of the chief that got kidnapped is now. Also, I did level to, 3. I highly suggest leveling to at least 3 and getting a bow before you go into the next area because it can be pretty rough. Anti-poison. Let's go through these weird trees from, for some reason I can't think of it offhand. Cat in the Hat guy. Also, as a side note, if you wanted to, you could stay in this area until you maxed out that little bar there. Every time you use a magic type, that little bar goes up until it's completely full, and then it won't go up anymore. That determines your amount of damage you do to an enemy, is how far that is leveled. Unfortunately, it would be incredibly tedious. Dagger. Also, apparently we have not seen the guy that's supposed to be in this house yet, so unfortunately that means I did not talk to the leader of the town. I thought I did, but I guess not. The one thing that I will tell you, though, about magic, or should I say sacrifice instead of magic, to use a sacrifice, of course it sacrifices your HP, but it's not that worth using in a lot of instances, because unless you're severely OP with your defense and your health and whatever, you're extremely maxed out in every magic there is, it's going to take so much health to try to use the magic that you're just going to be dead in 2 seconds flat from a boss, because bosses do a crap ton of damage in this game, and yeah. Oh, you're a spiritualist. I desperately need your help. My daughter Alicia, our village protectress, is abducted. Will you save Alicia? I beg you, please save her. It seems I misjudged you. I'm a poor judge of character. That's if you say no, but if you say yes, you're truly a hero. So Alicia being taken near the restaurant island, it's to the southeast. Sorry and save Alicia. Okay. Also known as Medina. Let us go, and hopefully the princess is not in another castle. But yes, enemies will get extremely strong later on, so use your magic sparingly. And I'd also suggest until you have an entire set of party members before you actually start trying to figure out how to use it, and I'll go more into that later. And we have 4, but right now we only have the 1. There's also another thing about party members that we'll be getting into very shortly, that I'm gonna have to come across as soon as we get past this area here. Now if we go into this house, this old man is here. Oh man. Well, well, what's this? What business does a youth have in such a place like this? Let's see. Nancy was abducted from Red Cirque. So you've come to rescue her. Well, aren't you something? Makes me feel better. Let me join you in the fight. Fritz has joined your party. Okay, hang on a sec. Let me give you something good to eat. Yeah, much better. Uh-oh. Monkeys. What are you? Well, who are you? Goblins! Now, Fritz does not have any magical powers, but he does have 2 bows. Gonna use Fire G now that we have another party member. Also, certain enemies have certain elemental weaknesses and resistances and, you know, all that jazz. Though I will note that sometimes it's better to just attack with your regular attacks, if they work, than try to fumble away with the elemental resistance or weakness in this game. Unless you have a lot of health. Because, let me tell you, incredibly easy to game over, especially on the first boss. Daniel gained a level. Darn, they set a fire and all the confusion. This is dangerous. Run outside. They must be hiding in the caves of this island. Daniel, let's go after them. Okay, but you should know I'm pretty bad luck, mister. Also, you can have anyone in front of your party. But keeping in mind that whoever you have in the formation will be that way, not only in the battlefield, but also outside, so... I don't technically... Well, not technically, but I don't quite remember if the person in front always gets attacked first. But I do know that more often than not, they will go first. Unless you have a party member that's extremely fast. We'll get more into that later. Let's go into this tunnel. Strike first. Goblin is defeated. Home door. This will teleport you to towns, but I'd suggest you save those. See, that way goes that way. I'm trying to remember where to go. It's been a while since I played the very beginning of this game. Now, Fire G, the reason why I'm using it is because if you are very close to killing me... Ow. Never mind. Also, if Daniel dies, I'm not sure if I went over this in the first part or not. Oops. But if Daniel dies, everybody's dead. Game over. I believe. I could be wrong. I might be getting it mixed up with Arcana in my mind. You know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna use Fire G again. But it is a good idea to get Fire G at least a little bit leveled because of certain enemies later on, but I'll be going over the most efficient way to level your magic and level yourself very soon. You try to go up here, you got another chest. Also, unfortunately, you cannot choose who your characters fight in that lineup. So they could be attacking someone with almost no health or full health, just like Daniel just did. And it could cost them a lot of health or death. You can remedy this by a really strong multi-attack, but we haven't really gotten to that yet other than Fire G, so... yeah, there's a lot of explaining to do, but later on. Just use some heals at the moment. 100 gold! Let's throttle back down here. Also, there are a ton of different abilities in the game that you have to watch out for. Just make sure you always have medicine on hand. You never know. Rather than goblins, I'm gonna attack the goblins first, because if you don't attack the goblins first, they're just gonna multi-hit everybody. Okay, and just make the most of my turn. I think I'm gonna have Fritz attack the Heliopods, and I'm gonna have... or Helio-Reds, and then I'm gonna have him attack the goblins. Just get them out of the way so I don't lose the least amount of HP possible. Daniel gained a level. Sure, why not? I'll just use it. I think we're coming up to what is single-handedly one of the best things in this game. So I'm okay with using a little bit of HP for magic. First gained a level. Eldor. An Eldor, I believe, is a field door. It will take you into the field instead of, well, the dungeon that you're in. So it can get you out of a sticky situation. There we are, the magical goodness that's on the ground there. I'll be getting into in a minute. And Danielson's dead. Very risky what I'm doing right here. But you're gonna want to immediately touch this. Wait. Oh, I was tricked. So there's something that looks exactly like that is going to be one of the best things that we can use. I'm gonna heal really quick because that's a boss right there. Fritz. I may die, because I honestly don't think I'm quite leveled enough for that fight, but oh well. I used to like you was going to save Alicia. Don't make me laugh. Alonzo. First boss of the game. Try to freeze him in place. Did not work. We'll attack both of you with 50 damage each. Use Fire Acid, I hope it does more damage than bow. This is one of those enemies I was talking about, by the way, that has a very powerful attack. Using a mini bowl on mini bottle on Ding, where it's his turn for healing. Oh, fire. Oh, and fire. Oh, next turn I'll probably, yeah, I'm gonna have to heal. It's important to be aware of who goes first because of that situation. You could heal someone before they take damage and therefore prevent their death. I didn't do that properly that time. But what I should have had it done was Fritz heal Daniel because Daniel would have gone after the monster turn. And we beat him. Marzo was defeated. Ugh. Would have thought a punk like him could defeat us. Lord Zagos, forgive me. And yeah, we still have monsters to deal with, so if you used up all of your mini bottles in that fight, well, yeah. That's the last of them. You saved me, thank you. But let's get out of here quickly. You see who joined your party. Meet the female main character of the game. She's a Law Fury, just like us. She's 13 as well. Condition is normal. Unlike the main character, she will start out with this much E power and L power. And a few things. She'll also come with a mini bottle just in case you're super weak after that fight. Also, before you ask, because I know you probably will, no, there is no such thing as healing magic in this game. You can hear statuses, but there is no such thing as a heal magic spell that will heal you. You have to rely on bottles for that. Which, to be honest, is kind of weird. I remember as a kid, when I was playing this game the first time, I just was super confused by the whole thing. And I didn't realize that magic cost health, actually. And I would be like, why am I so weak? Why am I just getting, like, my butt handed to me every single fight? And I didn't really pay much attention to fights either, or magic. So whenever I would use a healing spell, which I thought was heal, because it said heal up, it was actually just a status effect healing spell. And every time I would use it, it would do nothing, and I would be like, Game, what you talking about? I definitely needed that. That heal. Why did it do nothing? And turns out, yeah, it will only heal status effects. As such, Alicia, the female protag, is not a healer, but a status remover and a attacker. Not with physical attacks, but magical attacks. To make up for the fact that... Anyway, another one. To make up for the fact that healing magic is not a thing in this game. And now that we have 3 characters, our damage is more spread out. That we take and receive. Or rather, take and deal. So that's good. Well, let's get out of here. When we leave, however, you know I'm gonna leave you here. There's a woman in the village of Rossford who's in love with me. It's a little complicated, so long for now. This has left your party. This is where we get into temporary members and permanent party members. Permanent party members are what would be, you know, default name Chesney and default name Medina, or Media, whatever it is. The male and female protag are the only permanent characters to your party. Everyone else is well, not semi-permanent, but temporary at not best, but worst. We'll get more into party members a little bit later when we can get more into the, temporary side of it. Well, not really temporary. There's a couple party members that I personally consider permanent, but that's because I really, really like them. So I always make sure to have them. But yes, if it's a quest that you're doing, no matter how much you like that quest character or whatever, quest characters are temporary. You cannot get them again. That's just it, they're just temporary. And then there's other characters that are semi-temporary to permanent. It depends on if you really like the semi-permanent character and want to keep them in your party all the time, depending on their abilities. With that being said, we got Alicia back. We got back to the town. We unfortunately lost Fritz, but Them's the breaks with temporary quest party members and all. The next episode, we'll be continuing on with permission from the village chief to continue onward. See you guys then.